Hello there, people, place, things, and other things. As you can see, I got a haircut, so I look so different now. Today is the day I promised you all. Today is the question day. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I literally just pulled up both videos. I've read some of the questions beforehand, but I'm just going to look at the questions. I'm going to choose some. I'm sorry if I don't choose yours, but I might choose yours in another video. I just can only answer so many questions in one video. And there are some overlap questions, and some people ask me multiple questions, so we will see what I go with. We'll start with this. This is from, I can't even say the name, D3WWWD. It'll come up at the bottom there. D3WWWD. If I was trying to pronounce that, I'd say it's D3. Question number 1. What are your top 5 favorite movies? Well, obviously, number 1, Donnie Darko. That's just easy. I made a whole video about it. Obviously, my favorite video, my favorite movie ever. Second would probably have to be Seven with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a very dark movie. I would say scary movie. It's a very good one. I'm literally looking at all the movies I own, trying to think of my favorite movies. So that's 1, that's 2. And then, I guess these aren't in any particular order. Just 1 is for sure, and 2 is. The rest, I would say, are just kind of in a random, ever-fluctuating order. Number 3, The Departed, with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon, directed by Martin Scorsese. Great movie, very gritty crime movie, very intense movie. Love that movie. If you haven't seen it, again, go watch it. And basically, if you haven't seen any of these movies I'm talking about, go watch them after you watch this, of course. Another movie, probably my favorite comedy is a movie called In the Loop. It's a British/American comedy. It's got Peter Capaldi in it, the guy that plays the new Doctor in the new series of Doctor Who. And James Gandolfini's in it. And there's a few other actors you might recognize. But, it's great. It's a very funny movie, very fast-paced, kind of a thinking movie. And as far as my next movie, I'd probably say The Thing. I think it's a 1980s version of The Thing. Not the old one. It was the John Carpenter remake. A very scary movie. That's a very scary movie. I really love horror movies. Very good one. Probably my favorite horror movie. This is from Hey Over There. That's his name. Not like I'm not like telling you, hey, look over there. Like, look at me. Look at me. His name is Hey Over There. Okay. Hey Over There asked me, and this just makes sense given what I just talked about. What do you think of Peter Capaldi's Doctor and the fact that Clara is still on the show? I assumed you're a fan of the show based on your regeneration video. Sorry if I'm wrong. You're so wrong! No, you're not wrong. I love Peter Capaldi. He's great. He's just, I think he's everything I've always wanted the Doctor to be. And I've watched, I have to admit, I started with New Who, and then I started watching some Old Who stuff. But New Who's a very different show than Old Who. It just is. And Old Who being Doctors 1 to 8. New Who being 9 to 12. I was really tired. I love Christopher Eccleston. I was really sad he only got one season. That's the 9th Doctor. And the 10th and 11th Doctor, I love them both. Do not get me wrong. I love Matt Smith. I love Matt Smith. I love David Tennant. But I was really tired of him just being the heartthrob for girls that watch the show. And I have nothing wrong with girls liking them, but I didn't want the Doctor to just be a heartthrob. This is a really old alien. And I just was so tired of him just being kind of like this little aloof, just woo Doctor. That I wanted a Doctor that was gritty and kind of older, but could still kind of carry that levity, but also carry a much more groundedness to it. And Peter Capaldi did amazing on it. And as far as Clara still being on the show, I love Clara. I didn't love her in Series 7, but Series 8 I think did wonders for her. I think she's great. I know a lot of people don't, but I love Clara. Jenna Coleman is a great actress. She portrayed that so many times in this season. She's just amazing. And if you haven't seen Doctor Who, go watch Doctor Who too. I would really like you to make a video or a comment concerning the creative process of making a script for a stand-up act. I did some small stand-up acts in school, and it is something I'm interested in. So you doing something like that would be amazing for anyone like me. And that was a question, kind of, asked by Velociraptor. Velociraptor. I like your picture, by the way, Velociraptor. It's of George Méliès's film Journey to the Moon, I believe, with the moon and the rocket in the eye. So, as far as the creative process, Velociraptor, it's very simple. I think that's something that a lot of people don't get about stand-up comedy. It's simple. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's simple for me. My process is I'm always thinking about things that are funny. I text myself when I think of something funny, just walking around, like just thoughts pop in my head. I'm like, I could explore that. And by exploring that, I mean I literally pull out a pad, like my notepad right here, and a pencil, and I just write. I write down the original idea and I kind of explore it on paper. And that can lead me into new avenues and things that are always funny. And I'm always crippled with a fear that I will run out of things that are funny. That's always a fear I have in my chest. It's just like, I'm not gonna have anything else that's funny. But I always find something else. I always find something new, which is great. So it's nice to have that. That I keep finding things. I'm always trying to explore them. So really, what it is you just have to write. You have to think a lot. You have to think about things that are funny. You have to discover things like, if I can find something amusing when I'm writing it, like if I laugh as I write it, I almost am certain that it'll kill on stage. That doesn't mean every time I'm writing something like, ha ha ha, this is the best thing ever written. Everybody will love this. No, that's not what I'm doing. When I'm writing things, I'm like, I think this could be funny. I just have to work it right. I have to portray it right. So really that's the process for me, is just sitting down and exploring the idea. And you have to write all the time. Like, I'm always working on it. A lot of the comedians around here say that like I'm the most professional comedian. Professional in quotes. I'm not saying I'm the best comedian. I'm saying I'm a professional because I sit there and I write my sets and I practice my sets over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And a lot of them are like, man, I just write my set before I go up. I'm like, I can't do that. I have to explore it. I have to... Sometimes when I'm just practicing my bits, I will come up with something as I'm just kind of running it against my wall. And I'll go, oh, that's funny. Maybe we can fit that in. This is from Christian Cervantes. Alright, Christian Cervantes. Christian Cervantes asks, 3 favorite movies of all time. I did that. Number 2, did you always want to be a comedian? Another comedian question. As far as always want to be a comedian, I don't know. A lot of people always told me I could be a comedian. A lot of people said it was funny. Like my grandma would always say, "You're the next David Letterman, Zach," and I'd say, "I don't think so." But I always was able to make people laugh. And I just remember I went to an open mic night because a friend of mine was doing it. And I sat there and I was watching the comedians go up and I was watching them do their thing. And a thought just popped in my head. I was like, well, I can do this. I know I can do this. And so I did it. And I mean, I want to be a comedian now, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what the avenues are that you go for being comedy other than going to a big city, doing a bunch of shows, doing a bunch of open mic nights, and just hoping that you make it big. That's why I make videos, honestly. I make videos so I can kind of put my comedy out there. I can build an audience that finds me funny. And there's a lot of YouTube video people that have become big after making YouTube videos. And maybe that'll happen with me. I'm not saying that's the only reason I make these videos. I make these videos because they're fun and I enjoy that I have an audience. But I'm making them so that's just an avenue a comedian can take, you know? Christian, you also asked me a question that I don't really understand. Will you actually do ish 50 Shades of Grey this year? Will you actually do ish 50 Shades of Grey this year? Yes. So those are my questions for today. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. There were a lot. I mean, a fair amount. I'm not going to say I had hundreds, but there were a fair amount of questions I got. Thank you for that. Keep posting questions on this video. If you like these questions and you want me to post more, if you want me to elaborate in certain areas, just post more questions. I want to answer your questions because this is my way of kind of communicating with you guys. I want to communicate with you guys. I want us to have a relationship rather than me just making videos, you guys talking to me, and then me just kind of ignoring you. I don't want to do that anymore. I kind of did that for a while. I want to engage with you guys as much as possible. Because I think that's the way that a guy like me should do this. Okay, those are the questions. Thank you to everyone I read the questions for. And thank you to everyone else that posted a question. I didn't get to it. I will try to get to it at another time in another video. This is just the first of this series. A lot of you have asked me to do whiteboard videos. And believe me, I want to do more whiteboard videos. I just need to find topics to do whiteboard videos for. I will be back again next week. Sorry I didn't make a video last week. I was just really busy. But I'll get this video out this week. And we will keep this ball rolling. Alright, until next time. Go on a moose hunt. Bye.